Still need owls, and we still need items. We still need to make ice cream.
You sense one of your pals, Poodle?
Oh, you have it too. There you go. Iron cleaver. Ooh. Might as well check. Oh, you're nearly there. Ah! I see lemons. Why aren't you running? Bitch, run. Bitch, run. I'm pressing the run button. Run. Fuck you. Rinwell, come out here. Go swimming. Hi, everyone. If y'all give me uno momento a momento. I need to go put the food to cook for dinner tonight. Even though I won't be able to eat with everyone because work! I'll be right back. This is gonna be real quick, like usual. Thanks, Jason. Ah! My hands are wet and cold. Everything's cold. I do have a surprise for everyone, though. I have a surprise for you. If I can grip it. Okay, I can. Your ASMR was just delayed today. Alright, you guys. Oh, wrong one. Rinwell's over here now. Oh, I can't hold down my buttons anymore. I can't use the blazing sword. I'll actually kill this man.
You picked the wrong fight. Here I come.
What are you showing approval for, Carl? That the friends are here to help me? That even with my struggling, I can still do good? As long as I'm not a fucking lone.
I can feel my power growing.
I see him. Hey!
Speaking of Thistleland, it's populated by Danons, but they're not under the rule of any lord. Pretty refreshing, huh? The whole town was built by Danon defectors, escapees from elsewhere. This area's teeming with stray Zoogles, though, so heaven only knows how they managed to set up a community here. The ordeal seems to have left them understandably on edge. Kisara and La are back there right now, trying to convince them of our good intentions.
Yo, Alphen.
Say,
Wake the fuck up.
It looks like you got your face back then.
Yeah. And your sense of pain, too, it would seem. Any connection?
Really? Oh, but that means...
When I touched Shion, I felt the pain.
Probably.
I wonder if Alphen's going to be okay.
For now, I believe we should hold off on speculation and simply keep an eye on him.
It's an eye patch, man. Look, Alphen, I know I can't take away the pain of, you know, feeling pain, but I can at least give you the illusion like you still fucking covered. Oh wait, I was gonna see the hairs. Alright, like the second one. It's a ponytail as well, and a lot more unkempt. A little more anime hairish. This is just Kirito, so I refuse to use it even though I like, you know, just having bangs in general. This is just a mask. It's like, whatever. Then we have this one, which I think is actually meant for... Blessing? Back here? Nah, still that's better.
Looks like we've spotted one of Poodle's friends.
Hi guys.
Alphen! Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well, did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship sank, I thought we were done for. Guess the world just couldn't keep us apart.
Yeah, and now we can finally go rescue Shion.
Alphen, wake the fuck up. Your girl's gone.
Something I need to tell you guys first.
Oh, he's thinking about his past. I thought he was more dejected about other things.
I got my memory back.
I love how the eye patch, to make it actually function and fit on every character, has to be like a solid like cone towards the face so that it doesn't clip through and like show you the eye afterwards. I can see that shit.
So, what did you remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space, Law.
Now you can feel the actual cringe of the group.
I remember being up on Lenegus.
Go on.
I was abducted from Dana. I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So that's what I did. Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a Danon?
No. They kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented on me, like I was nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived. Of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave. The only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
The crest that appeared behind you on Almadria's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the Sovereign. It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the Blazing Sword, and the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
Sick. Do I still have them?
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that power? Just what exactly does being the Sovereign entail?
They said it was for something called the Spirit Channeling Ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came. As for what the ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegus is true, then maybe you really did meet Shion. After all, you said you recognized her from somewhere, right?
But Shion said she'd never seen him before. How do you explain that?
I was wrong. It wasn't Shion I knew from Lenegus. It was Naori.
They're like, oh, that makes sense. Who?
She was a Renan maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
A maiden? What?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Shion? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
Naori's family name was Imeris.
See, there you go. Anime always makes sense if you think about it, like in anime.
As in Shion Imeris?
No shit,
So they're
Sherlock.
distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is it was Naori. She's the one who put the mask on me.
The mask? But why?
You see him blindfolded out of nowhere, swish, cuts everyone with a
To keep my
katana.
soul from
How dare you?
devouring itself over the guilt.
He's a good boy.
After
I killed
after
everyone.
what I did on Lenegis. Over the lives I took.
Legas.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
No.
Perhaps
Worse.
it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned. I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegis was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping. I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
Maybe. Who knows at this
Expect
point?
us to believe this?
We have a
First Sovereign,
guesstimation.
then Lenegis?
But we know some of these lords really take a lot with them. But I guess the game is trying to imply that he took a
In
lot more
ancient
lives.
scripture,
So we'll go with that.
There's tell of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegis, nearly destroying it. The restoration took years and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
Ancient.
Predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renin invasion of Dana. More than 300 years ago.
300?
Bruh, what if they got back at Alphen by invading Homeland? Holy shit! Bruh, it's 300 years old, by the way. 300 plus years old.
That's right. I'm pretty much an antique of a human being.
No wonder your hair is white. Ah, it makes sense.
Deep down, maybe I already knew.
Old man.
Some hero, huh? Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home, committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind. Then, when I finally remember, turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me.
Ah, relax. It's not the worst I've heard. You can
So
come
much
back
for
from it.
standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined.
Alphen, stop!
It's time for
Honestly,
mom to mom you.
I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock.
She's right.
Kisara.
Smack him. Double measure.
What you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
What about Shion? We can't just...
I'm worried about Shion too, Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight. This is Volron, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready. Okay, everyone? Take some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
I think this scene would hurt more for him if I had him in armor, because then he would be like,
It's fine.
"What Danon hero? Fuck
Goodbye,
me.
everyone.
I'm a
Let's play
bastard."
for now.
But I have him in the butler suit. The fancy boy suit. The party has disbanded again.
Do I even have the right to fight? Do I have the right to go to Shion's rescue? What do the others think?
They think what you did in the past does not make you the person you are today. I think that's what they think. I don't know. Maybe I'm being really generous. Or maybe I know these characters well enough to know they would not think of you as an asshole. Where the hell are we? I see all kinds of trees around here I don't recognize. Is there any hope of us ever getting back to Mahagzar? Chickens! Please just lay some eggs already. I want to eat something other than fish for once in my life. Yo, Dohalim.
You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm just a little jack-in-the-box, aren't I?
Intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Danon, do you bear the same crest as the current Renin sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Danon for their sovereign in the first place?
Maybe it
And
kills
then there's
you,
the
and that's
maiden,
why they chose me
a
as
figure
bait.
so powerful.
Test dummy.
She's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet, I've never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renin, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renin. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that long?
Well,
Apparently, mate.
I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Who the hell am I?
I don't know,
If
some
we may be
dick,
frank,
some bitch.
we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand is, just what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
Sometimes, we need a little help in addressing the truth behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Please.
Look, you feeling
no
better
thanks are
already?
necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out there.
Should be thinking about what needs to be done. Well, after that nasty shipwreck, I'm surprised I'm still alive. Hello, old man. Seems like there's been a big shipwreck. People and things keep washing in with the tide lately. I'm tired of looking everywhere for him, but I can't find Mahavar. Damn it. Why do you have to be the only one to have to go down with the ship? Other people. Oh. But I don't see a point, anything here that's spoiling or poisonous. It's important that we respect everything we eat here carefully. There's no doctors or medicine here, so one wrong move and we're in trouble. I'm done talking to random strangers.
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Shion and the pain bringing you down. I didn't realize you were lonely too.
I guess all of us are. In one way or another.
Yeah, but you've only just found out. I mean, no, not found out. Remembered.
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. Now that it's returned, well, you can see what I'm like. It's strange. When I think about Lenegis, it still feels like it was only a year or 2 ago that I was there. But then I realized what feels like years was actually centuries ago.
What about your hometown? Do you know if it's still there?
I doubt it. When the Renans invaded, the world as I knew it changed overnight. Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone. Certainly everyone I knew, at least. My family, my friends.
Yeah, I know how that feels.
Oh,
I have no home to return to either. No family waiting for me.
I'll be
I
your
used to curse
family.
my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't, maybe my mother and father would still be alive today.
Your family's here. We're your family.
Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave with no means to resist. I'd never have met up with you guys, that's for sure.
Have you learned to embrace your powers yet?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this long, right? I try not to think about it too much. After all, who can predict what the future will hold? I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted. Heck, honestly, I think anyone would be.
Rinwell.
First it was Shion, then it was me, and now it's you. All of us suffering, just because of some power we never even asked for.
Yeah. All this time you were suffering right in front of me, and I never even knew. I feel like I finally understand what you and Shion were going through.
You couldn't have known. Still, if you want to make it up to her, shouldn't we hurry it up and rescue her already? Poor Shion must be lonely, all by herself wherever she is.
Look at my baby
Yeah,
girl
you're right.
actually being concerned with a friend. Look at her. She's gotten better. She's learning. She's learning how to live outside of everything that happened. Ah! Sorry, I'm having a moment. I'm glad to see Rinwell opening up and being more open and willing to trust everyone in the party. As much as that's a really good
What are
thing,
you
we are
seeing
dealing
there?
with a really bad thing at the moment.
Zeugles. Strays by the looks of it. We unwittingly disturbed their territory on our way here, and now they're looking pretty riled up. So, feel like you're making headway? You know, sorting through things?
All I know is Shion needs our help. As for what happens after that...
Say, how did you get back down here from Lenegis anyway?
I came down in a Renan starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
What happened to her? Did she come with you?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renans, performing her duties as the Maiden. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a kinship with each other in that sense. But even then...
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Danans like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own, to serve against her will as well?
Even within Renan society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. And even after that, she still helped me escape back to Dana. She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. I owe her more than words can express.
Plot twist. Rinwell pulls out a gun.
What?
You kind of want to draw that?
How do I even begin to make up for something like that?
In all honesty,
By living?
you don't. You can't atone for what's happened in the past. I don't think anyone can. Be it several centuries ago, or just yesterday.
What are you saying? That I might as well give up?
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor. Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you did the same for him, for Dohalim, when he was ready to give up too. You were there for both of us. You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting, to strive no matter what.
Then I was out of line. I had no right to ask that of you.
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them. Left to my own devices, who knows when I would have been able to pick myself up. Besides, it's not like killing all those people was a choice that you made of your own free will, right? The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. The ones who forced you to wield that power. They're the ones you should be blaming. Not only that, but that guilt you feel inside, that's all the proof you need to know you're a good person, Alphen. Do you understand? If I'm still allowed to fight and keep on living, then damn it, Alphen, so the hell are you. But if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this. What is it that you've really been fighting for this whole time? Go on, ask yourself.
What I've been fighting for, huh?
I think I know. I think now would be a good time for you to reflect on things. Did I double talk to Rinwell? No. Take it from me, it's really hard to be all alone. Well, it has to be somewhere. I think that's where I came in from? No, I came in from here. Where's this? Is it on here? Oh, there's people in here. Children. Are you outsiders? I've never seen anyone who's not from this realm before. Yeah, our grandpa told us never to talk to guys like you because you're scary and mean. He's not wrong. Don't you do that. Horsey! Nay, motherfucker, nay. Oh god, that horse looks that horse looks fucking drugged up.
Alphen, are we gonna go rescue Shion or what?
Of course we will. Just, you know, I need to get my
What's
shit
going on,
together.
man? Aren't you worried about her?
Do I even have any right to be?
If you were in my place, you'd say...
What are you saying? You don't have
"What
right to your feelings,
do
mate?
you want to do?
Sounds like me. Pretending I have all the answers is kinda my forte.
Come on, man. Snap out of it. This isn't like you. Look, I get it. You finally remember your past, only to feel like you've lost yourself again. You're in shock, and who wouldn't be? Worse still, you blame yourself for what happened. And yeah, I don't agree, but that doesn't mean I don't understand either. But here's the thing. None of that's got anything to do with Shion.
I guess.
It's about Naori, isn't it? Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there somewhere, too? Fine, I've said my piece. The thing is, though, where does this leave Shion?
My power consumed me once already. I left behind a path of fire and destruction. And the same thing could happen again. I can't guarantee anyone's safety, including Shion's.
So you think we might get burned up because of your sovereign powers? I can think of worse ways to go. Come on, fight this thing! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared enough to reach out and save me? That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this faltering imposter who's taken his place.
Whew. Woo!
No, I'm serious. What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it takes. Now, I'm
Aww.
gonna ask you this once and only once. Are you serious about rescuing Shion or not? What's it gonna be, Alphen?
Ooh.
What do you think? Of course I want to rescue her. Hell, I'd do it right now if I could.
Yeah!
Quit griping and do it already!
Yeah!
Listen, you're probably right about all this.
Oh, that got me pumped up.
It's exactly like you said. Whatever happened in my past has nothing to do with Shion. But there's still so much that there I go again. So much for the inspiring Alphen of old.
He could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the cracks show once in a while, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Just give me a little more time to fill in the cracks. And thanks, Law.
Hey, don't even mention it. You've totally got this, Alphen. I believe in you.
That was a really sweet one. That one
To the inn, I
and then
guess.
Rinwell are my two favorites. Because they actually make a connection to Alphen, and like everyone has just now said in some way, shape, or form that Alphen has helped them and got them to this point in the journey. He should not lose faith in himself. I believe in you, Alphen. That's besto boy Law, besto friendo Law, little brother Law. Come on, take a nap and then we'll go. We bounce.
Alphen! There you are!
What is it?
Zoogles!
It's not exactly hard to
They're
find
almost
us.
at the village gate!
Any closer and they'll be house hunting. I knew we shouldn't have cut through their territory.
That sounds bad.
Can you fight? No shame in bowing out if you're not up for it.
Kisara's right. You don't want to go overdoing it.
I'm up for it.
Really?
You ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. It's now or never, right?
Alphen, right. Great to have you back. Now let's do this!
Yeah, let's do this! Get me in there! Members who left to return to your party. Law. Bumbling fighter extraordinaire. I'm glad that's what you get after our nice, like, heart-to-heart. I never actually tagged you for another thing. Let's see what we're working with here.
Look sharp, people. If we don't act fast, they're going to get into the village.
Right. We need to hurry.
Don't worry, I'm on it.
Remember, if the pain's too much,
We've all got our own pain to deal with. I'm done letting others pick up my slack.
Here they come! We can't let even a single one through!
There's a firm no-Zoogle policy.
Fine by me. Let's get to work then.
God, the two people I need to actually buck the fuck up and help me out here are not ready. There we go. Law's ready.
Save you.
There we go.
I'll tear you up. Now I'm in the groove. Shattering up.
Oh!
Leave the ensnaring
Now
to me.
you're gonna
Yeah,
tick me
and
off!
the pummeling to me.
I've taken too many hits! Burn up!
Whoop, wrong one. This one.
Crumble.
Did I get two of them? Both of them? No. God damn it.
Rising Wyvern!
Not my finest.
Stay away from my friend!
The enemy wields arms too.
you'll soon see about that.
Oh, that would make so much more sense. Kisara, can you drop out for a second? And can you both switch? That would help me out immensely. I need a healer. I love you,
With soul, with life. Shine. Radiant light. Finish you here. Regeneration.
Devastation!
Don't suffer in this time. Shine. Radiant light. Force of regeneration.
Not a chance!
You shouldn't have messed with me. Regeneration.
Take this! Mirage!
Down on the ground.
Not a chance!
Hitting
Watch
Lightning drive. Strike. I'll crush you. Lightning reflexes. Tenebrous claw.
Nice. I know that the game lets
I'm
you.
fine. This pain really hurts, huh?
But hey, at least you're still alive.
The pain just
It
means
wouldn't
you're
be
alive,
called
mate.
pain if it was pleasant. It can be pretty useful, though, It's good motivation to improve and get stronger.
Guess I've got a lot of room to improve in that regard.
Anyway, I'm glad we could
He
protect
stubs
the
his toe, he's
village,
out for a
especially
month.
after everything they've done for us.
Yeah.
You know, this limb kind of reminds me of home. The people here have hidden themselves away out of the fear of being found, always watching their backs. Though in the end, home was destroyed anyway.
That won't happen here.
Oh? Is that a hint of fighting spirit I sense?
Yeah?
Yeah. I won't lie. Some of these memories will take a while to process. But I've learned something too. My rage, this fury I feel at our so-called rulers, it comes from
I
having
do
so
want to
much of
change to the
myself
OG
stripped
costumes
away
again,
from
it's just they haven't let me hold the party together until that second. So after this, I'll put them in their OG costumes again.
friends.
Am I planning to do the post-game content? I really, really want to, because I never actually finished it.
And left me
I was
with
working
nothing
on it
but
in my
guilt.
first run.
I was completely alone. At least that's what I thought. But not anymore. Since I awakened, I've met people who I care about. Friends who hold me up. Friends who make me feel like I'm worth something. And I won't lose that. Not ever again. I'll protect those bonds with everything I have. That's why I need to keep fighting.
But Xion comes first.
Yeah.
Of course. First we rescue Xion, then we defeat Volron and liberate Dana. Everyone, will you fight with me?
I don't even think you need to ask.
Say the word and I'm there.
Certainly no objections.
Then it's agreed. Our next stop will be the capital, Pelegion. According to the villagers, there's a huge cliff separating Thistleum from the capital. Luckily for us, there's a path we can use to climb up.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
Why does Angel have to get the cute stretch noise while I involuntarily sound like I'm getting nailed? Don't worry, you haven't had the moment where I sound like that
We don't
too.
know what lies ahead. We should prepare.
Trust me, I have my moments. I have my moments, love. Just put him in the ragged clothes again. Really make him feel like a down